everyone, welcome back to another episode of Nickowazzy Gaming. Now, to explain first of all why I am switching over to Final Fantasy X and X-2, the remastered version, rather than continuing Arkham Knight, is because I came to the conclusion after filming about 4 or 5 episodes that everyone needs to play Arkham Knight. It is easily the best in that series. The story is fantastic, and you really need to play it hands-on for it to have the impact. Trust me, if you're watching this and you haven't played Arkham Knight, finish watching this, then go find a way to play Arkham Knight, regardless of how very much effort it takes you. Just do it. Now, to get back at what we're doing, in honor of Final Fantasy VII the remake being announced at E3, I wanted to play the first Final Fantasy game that I played, which was Final Fantasy X. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And this is going to be hopefully a long-running series because I loved the Final Fantasy series. I loved Final Fantasy X, and I just can't wait to see what the HD remaster looks like compared to what I remember the game. So let's get started. Now, when they announced Final Fantasy VII, like the remake, I was ecstatic because I have actually never played Final Fantasy VII. And, you know, that sounds like a sin of the gaming world, especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan. I just never had the opportunity to play it. And it might be several years down the line, once they have like a rough announcement date, I might have to just sack up and get my own copy of it. And then play it maybe on this channel. But I've wanted to play that game for a long time. I just haven't had the chance. The only problem is I can't remember exactly what I think Final Fantasy X looked like. From what I can tell, this looks good. Seriously, like, I am having difficulty remembering exactly what the game... All I truly remember about the game, point blank, is his laugh that everyone makes fun of. You know, that that laugh. But I'm honestly super excited to get back into this. The series was awesome. As far as I remember, this game was fantastic. Can't wait to play Blitzball again. It's been a long time. I'm trying to remember the first time I played Final Fantasy X. I want to say I was in... I didn't play it when it first came out, I don't think. I think I played it at the beginning, I think in 8th or 9th grade. I went to a boarding school that actually started in 8th grade, so it was technically high school regardless. And I think at that point I had bought a PS2 Slim in order to play Final Fantasy X because it had been recommended to me by pretty much every kid in my boarding hall that had played it. Well, yeah, of course, if they've played it, they're definitely going to recommend it. But I would say 24 people recommended the game to me, saying you should definitely play this, give it a chance. It's an awesome game. If you have free time, just do it because it will soak up 100+ hours of your time. Because they knew my personality. They knew if I was going to play Final Fantasy, I was going to max every character. I was going to collect every weapon. I was going to be a completionist. I was going to do what Gerard does. So I'm going to do Expert Sphere Grid because I don't remember the difference. But I think I'll eventually remember. Maybe it'll be kind of in between episodes I'll try to remember. Oh. Yes. Gotta do arranged. No, sorry, original. I gotta do original. It's the only way it's the only way to play this, right? If I'm going to play the original, or if I'm going to play a remake, I definitely want the original sound. Yeah. Awesome. So I now realize I can skip that part at the beginning because it replayed the same scene. Didn't really think that one through. Of course, I didn't know. When I decide to play a game, especially if I want to try and record it for my channel, I don't go through and play it once or try to get good at it beforehand. I just kind of go in blind. I feel like it's a lot more real experience. Like, I don't want to talk shit on the Grumps because I watch every episode the Grumps release every day, but they admit that they'll play games beforehand, and that makes sense for certain games. So when they're playing, you know, a Link to the Past, they want to know how to beat every dungeon they want to go through because those things can be incredibly complicated at some points. I get that. But I just wanted to see like Danny go in, play it blind, and just like be excited about it, not like seeing it. I want to see his reaction to seeing enemies. I can't remember if he said he had played Link to the Past before, but if he hadn't, I would have wanted to see his reaction to enemies the first time he's ever seen them, rather than, oh, I saw those on the first playthrough, but I'm going to try and react to them again. Still love it. So, I want to say it's been 10 years since I've played Final Fantasy X. Well, actually, ironic, but that's the perfect time.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
It's so nice to see that again. It's been... And one thing I've always been like, I always loved about Final Fantasy series is the soundtrack. So that's why I think I went back and chose the original, just because it's always so beautiful and it's hard to describe. They know how to set like the exact tone they're looking for. That little kid should not be on that boat. This seems like a party. And I don't think this is a boat either. So, great start on my end. I forget, do I immediately start out with Blitzball? Because I would love to just go in and play some Blitzball. But I might be wrong, that might be later in the game. But I'm definitely going to go say this looks stunning so far. I feel like the actual character models, even on the NPCs, look a lot better. At least their faces, I feel like. Just talk to people? Just talk to little kids?
Can you sign this?
No problem.
Where was my pet? I've got to decide what to do with character names. I think I'll keep everyone's name except the main character, and I'll name the main character me. Just because I want to, and it's my playthrough. I want to play as me. Even though I can't do my whole name, or my whole channel name, so I'll just do Nickowazzy. And for people who don't know, that is what my name originally was, and I kind of added the extra 2 letters just because I couldn't get this name on PlayStation Plus, so I named it Nickowazzy, which I could get, and I can get that for pretty much every website, which is fantastic because no one has this, but there are some people who've come up with the nickname Nickowazzy. Don't know how, but they did.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be signing these girls.
Of course.
Honestly.
Good
Even though
luck
the girl on
tonight.
the right
Nothing to
does
worry
not
about.
look nearly as ecstatic as she
Oh,
sounded.
if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
I'm gonna find those girls. You can tell he definitely knows how to play to a
Well,
crowd. He
gotta
definitely
go.
is a lady.
Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight? Well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
I don't think I'm keeping that promise. Wow, yeah. I will say these models look fantastic. The game looks great so far. Oh, those backgrounds are so pretty. I don't know how far like Square Enix has always managed to create such a stunning visual backdrops. It's spectacular. I think they were the first company to really blow me away with pre-rendered cutscenes. I think it might have been before Final Fantasy X even. It might have been Kingdom Hearts that
I was
really
in a
saw
coffee shop running away from
the
home when I heard the
potential
news.
that video
Our
games
hero,
had in terms
eject,
of graphics.
gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up
Oh, and to be fair, I've already told you, I haven't played this game in forever. So if I forget things or if I say something's name wrong, don't get mad at me.
Coming
Do love
through,
this series,
sorry.
But again, I haven't played it in a decade.
Hey, I'm gonna be late.
Come on, let me through,
Hey,
people.
let go of me.
Who goes through the front entrance? I feel like there's got to be some kind of back entrance for competitors so they don't get swamped for that exact reason. Hell, the fact that he made it through that crowd was impressive nonetheless. See, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Seeing this a decade ago blew my mind. I didn't think this was possible, even if it's pre-rendered. This is a sport I wish existed where people would get nuts for. The death metal though is a little much in my opinion. I think I must have played Kingdom Hearts first because I remember him from Kingdom Hearts 2 before Final Fantasy. Actually, I could be completely wrong. I know there's like a huge argument right now over, at least for Final Fantasy VII, whether or not they update the battle tactics. And my opinion is no, you cannot do that. You gotta keep it turn-based. If you're gonna remake one of the great games of all time, you have to keep it in the style. You can't update it to make it like Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 13. You just can't do that. People have been waiting for like this idea forever. And if you did that, Square Enix, you would be betraying all your fans. Now, I'm also very excited for Final Fantasy 15. I would have played with that, and it was awesome. I love hearing it play, but you can't do that to Final Fantasy 7. Especially after seeing that trailer, I know it was all really rendered. It was just a cutscene type deal, but my God. And especially someone put side by side the, I don't know if that was a mining place with 3 big circles in it. Someone put them side by side from the original HD remake and this remake that they're coming out with, and the difference is you can't compare the two. It's insane how amazing this movie is.
What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I do remember this part though. I do remember this. Because I think the first time I tried to play this game, I actually tried to emulate it again over a decade ago on a computer that could not emulate a PS2 at all. Don't even bother trying. It ran at probably like 15 FPS if I was lucky. And even then, the game speed was at least like 50%. The lag was massive. You know, which wasn't horrible for, you know, a game with this kind of battle tactics, but you just couldn't play it correctly. And I think I stopped before I even got through the bridge section. I was just like, you know what? I'm getting a PS2 to play this game correctly. Oh.
Hey,
I guarantee it did not look this good. I'm tempted, actually. I still have all my systems, so I'm tempted to boot up my old copy of Final Fantasy X just to see what it looks like in comparison. That's where you should put Blitzball. One stadium that big. I'm trying to remember the entire storyline. Remember most of it. Not. Sorry. I feel like their hair is probably the thing that looks the most drastically changed in my mind. Just from looking at it. And how much it's been improved. Just like their actual character models. The shading looks so much better too. This is all going off of the technical, so don't hold me to it, but...
A gift from Jet.
my old man?
Let's see if I remember how to play this game. Hopefully I do.
I hope you know how to use it.
I hope so too, Arn.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
I don't remember such a low angle. That might just be me. I don't remember. I guess it changes per battle. Now I know since this is Final Fantasy, it's going to require a lot of grinding, and I'm just going to do that off screen. I'll say it straight, almost like, hey, I'm grinding for an hour off screen to try and get my levels up so I can continue playing the game smoothly. Because obviously, if I were to show everything that I did, this game series would be 2 hours long, at least. Or, wow, 200 episodes. It would take forever. That's what I was trying to say. So, I'm just going to skip that straight out for everyone's benefit, including my own. Because I'm still learning how to do Let's Plays, and talking non-stop and doing commentary is something I think you learn over time. I can already see that I'm better than I was for my first episode of Batman Arkham Asylum, or Arkham Knight, but it still sucked. So, I'm trying to get to that point where
Some can't wait to die.
characters have a very large is full. That character may use especially unique attack moves. Press left on the D-pad in the command window to use an overdrive. Shoot it. So that's gonna be nice. Whoa! Was not ready for that. But it's all good. I guess I've never really understood the battle type of the battle combat system for JRPGs like this, where it's simply it's turn-based. The only reason I never understood it was because in my mind I was thinking of how this would work in real life, and it was similar to that of like old army battles where one army would take the guns, shoot. Whoever was still standing on the other side would then get a chance to shoot, and it just goes back and forth like that. And I'm just, in my mind, it would just be, attack as quickly and as much as possible. So I think that's why when I was younger, it was hard for me to get into JRPGs, and I think that's why Kingdom Hearts was that first Square Enix game I really got into, because I think I should. I have Phoenix down. Maybe I should save that for later. Let's see what happens. Come on, don't kill me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna mess this guy up. I might be using a motion mistake. Yeah, it might be smart. I don't know what's gonna happen. But he isn't doing that much. I'll use one. Okay, you know what? I'll use one on me. I think Arn's okay for that. I mean, I'm just fighting a giant stick with its head. I'm assuming it's some kind of, embodiment of sin or minion of sin type deal. Though I can't be certain. He's dead, so I win. I really didn't even use that potion. I wasn't sure. Oh, save point? Yeah. Let's see. This is one thing I needed to learn early on when it came to Final Fantasy games was save as much as possible all the time, because I didn't realize when I first played a game that if you lose, you go back to the last skip point. I think the first time I played, I lost. I wasn't sure if it was this game because I don't remember if this game follows that.
Give me a break,
logic,
man.
but I remember the first JRPG I tried to play was when you die, you go back to your last time you saved. So. This could be trouble. What are we gonna do? Oh, we're just gonna fight. And so I think the first time I played whatever game it was, I think it was this, I lost like 3 hours of progress right at the start because I didn't realize I had to save. Nice. What skills do you guys have? I really hope that we get someone to come help us out soon. I don't know if I'm just supposed to kill all these guys, but I think something happens because there's a lot of them and very little. I'll kill that guy.
This could be bad.
I agree.
That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Okay, so I was right. There was something I had to do. I survived this section. I think it's like 4 or 5 monsters get to attack, which would suck. But this is the first hallway that I have to go through in this game, and I don't plan on losing that quickly. Come on, baby. There we go. I can't remember if this explodes or just creates a path that we can jump off. No, it explodes. It definitely explodes. Pretty sure that's I got my main character's dad. Project, but I don't entirely remember. So if you get crushed by a giant image of his father, I don't know if there's supposed to be a metaphor in there. Probably not, but there might be. You know, being crushed by the weight of your father's success and you'll never be as good as him type deal. So pretty. I love the fact that there are PS4 games that don't have as good, like, whose cutscenes on this good. I mean, those games
Sure.
get critically destroyed for that reason, because they're supposed to be next gen. When's the point that we stop referring to like this from Xbox One as next gen and just start saying current gen and past gen?
This is your story.
It's so pretty. Love it.
It all begins here.
Yeah, it does. I think that's one thing they were never really able to get down to their like perfect in that time was faces matching the emotions
Hey!
that they're supposed to.
Hey!
What's up, Waka? Pretty sure.
My old man?
Loaded. I gotta say, he has a pretty good underwater stroke. For those who don't know, I'm pretty sure this is the best way to swim when you're underwater. Though it's not really useful for a race.
I thought about a lot of things. Like
Not usually racing
where
underwater.
I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy.
Oh, did someone
I
put something in
think
your
I
drink?
had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Yeah, really, I can also say now I don't remember the story. 'Cause I remember up until where that explosion happened. When we blew up whatever that thing of anal beads was supposed to be.
Anybody there?
Now I don't remember any of this. I do remember eventually I wake up on like an island.
Hey!
This I don't. Guessing follow the bird? Follow the bird. I was not wrong. I always loved early games like this that let you go in the water. There's so many games that didn't want to try and program it. That you would just end up dying if you went in the water. I hated it. Unless it, like they somehow come up with an explanation. I think the earliest example of like a good explanation as to why you can't go in the water that I can think of, even though it's a PS3 game, would be like Infamous because it made electricity type thing. It would just kill you. I'm trying to think of other games where like you have an excuse to not go in the water. Sonic never made sense to me. You should always be just a hedgehog. You should be able to go in the water. I'm probably not going to make a separate save each time. It doesn't really seem necessary. At least at this point in the game, I might do it later. In case there's a reason for me to leave a spot that once I save there, I won't be able to leave, like, I don't know. Can I go backwards. Oh, there we go. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to stop here for now. Just because it's been going on for half an hour. I think that's long enough for this playthrough, or for this episode. So, come back tomorrow. Hopefully another episode will be up. I'm going to keep playing this. I'm going to keep recording myself playing it. So, and I don't feel like I'll be spoiling the game for anyone since this game's been out for a long time. So leave your comments in the comment section. I want to know what I'm doing well, what I'm doing badly, how I can improve. Again, this is a new channel, so I want to know what I can do to make it more entertaining for you, the viewer. So maybe if you enjoyed it, you would hit that subscribe button for me. Maybe even like the video. It all helps. It all makes me see that I'm doing a good job. And until next time, we'll see you later.